Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to QuicksaveTV. I left something out of my not quick 20-minute smithing tutorial. However, I would like to show you how to actually reach smithing in the shortest possible time, or just to rapidly advance through the skill without by only investing your capital into it. I'm gonna show you the method I use myself. Go to any smith in the world, buy the materials such as iron ingot and iron ore, buy all the leathers, just keep them.
Don't forget
Go
to
ahead
check
to the
inside
smelter,
shop if you need it.
smelt all the new iron you have bought. Go all the way to the smithy, to the blacksmith forge, and start creating the cheapest
Got some good
possible
pieces
product.
out here if you're
In
looking
my
to
case,
buy.
I selected the
More
dagger. It
inside.
cost 1 iron ingot and 1 leather strip. Start making it. Just keep making it. Notice how your smithing skill will improve.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
Then go to hides and select
Your
hide
Grey name's
bracers.
got that on me.
Start making hide bracers.
I ask is a fair
If you
chance.
find yourself short on leather strips, use the leather you bought to make some more. Go back to the blacksmith forge and keep making the bracers. Done. Now, after all it's done, you have two
Have you met my
possible
father?
options. One
He's a
will be useful
steward
for
at the
enchanter,
Dragon's
another will be useful to any other player. If you don't care about how you're gonna use these materials, just go ahead and
I
sell
help
them
my
back to
fath-
the smith.
Blades,
Go
helmets,
ahead and
pretty
sell
much anything
all
to
of
suit
them.
your needs.
All of them. In my case, I'm gonna sell only half of them to show the balanced way to do that. We're gonna retain really small part of our capital, but you have improved probably your skill several times already, 2 or 3 times. Because each time you create an item, the skill improves by the same magnitude. However, it's very important to remember that no matter how hard the craft was, the skill will improve, but by just the same magnitude. If you improve the weapon, if you craft a new weapon, if you craft very basic dagger, or if you craft advanced dragon scale weapon armor, it will improve by the same magnitude. Keep it in mind. So it's the best to craft something cheaper, something that is as cheap as possible, so you can create it as many times as possible. Now, I'm gonna show you how to upgrade your enchanting skill with this as well. In short, in order to keep upgrading your enchantment, you will need a lot of capital. We don't consider trainers as a valuable option. You can go to trainers, but I feel it's a little bit... Trainers are overrated, alright? Do it yourself. Do it yourself. First, create a weapon which will have passive soul capture on it. In my case, I took an elven bow, upgraded it to legendary, and inserted the grand soul gem, which says if target dies within 1 second, fills a soul gem. This bow got 700 charges. Make something for 1 second so it has as many charges as possible, so you don't have to bother about recharging it ever again. I made it half a game ago and it still has 25% of the charges. But finish your target every time. Now, go to the enchantment table, Arcane Enchanter, and do next thing. Select items,
Divine smile.
select hide bracers you have, or iron daggers. I would suggest hide bracers because it's a little bit faster. Go to enchantment and select one of the enchantments. It's not important which one. We're gonna select Fortify Magica for the purpose of this tutorial. And the soul gems. Select the soul gems from below in order to avoid selecting soul gems like Grand. Just as with blacksmithing, no matter how heavy, how hard, how epic the enchantment will be, you will get the same. I'm actually gonna prove this by showing it to you right now. Let's just improve this with Petty Soul Gem. Increases your magic by 4 points. Look how it progresses. Okay, congratulations. Now let's make the same enchantment but with a Grand Soul Gem. Wow! Not hell of a lot different, right? So what's the point to waste good gems on it when you can waste petty, lesser and common? Keep the grand soul gems for the future enchantments for yourself or for your companion, which will be useful. Use it in the next fashion. Once you did it one time, move your mouse away to the right, so it doesn't bother you. Go to item, click E. Go to enchantment, click E. Go to soul gem, click E. You can speed it up by various ways. I'm gonna show it right now. Once it starts, move down again. Once you made an enchantment, move down again, select the worst soul gem. Now use your mouse, E, mouse E. So you click, press E, click, E, click. Well, it's not the best what we have right now. For some reason it moved. It's always better to start with the bracers in order to avoid enchantments which you cannot apply. You can use it with mouse, you can use it whatever. It's actually very minor changes, but as you do, let's say 300 enchantments like I do, you should develop a system which would work for you in order to enchant it faster. I use my keyboard a lot to do that. You might want to use something else. And again, as I said, when you create your own armor, if you have your armor ready, like let's suppose that this is amethyst ring I would like to make for myself. As I said, keep the grand soul gems for yourself. Now, right now we have the best one, only common. Let's use the common. Select enchantments which you would want to have. Select, for example, fortify archery. And keep in mind how, as you select worse or better soul stones, the effect will change dramatically. The best effects always reached with black soul stones or grand soul stones. That's how you do that. Let's just create a ring. Also, you can rename your ring, rename any item you have to add it custom look or just whatever you want, right? Epicness. Let's just call Arena Champions ring. Press enter and press G to craft the press R, excuse me, to craft the item. Okay. Now we have our very own Arena Champions ring, right? It's not so champion, it's not much of a champion's ring, but it's just an example for you. So that is how you upgrade your smithing fast by only investing capital, and that is how you can upgrade your enchantment by creating a weapon which will capture souls, and by constantly buying petty, common and lesser soul gems. Not filled with souls, keep it in mind, just any soul gems, empty preferably, because you spend less money on that. And using your weapon, you will be able to put the souls inside it in order to enchant it later. Keep in mind that no matter how big the soul stone is, it might contain a small soul, in the meaning that if you kill a deer and you have only grand soul stone in your inventory and you want to capture its soul, what's gonna happen is your grand soul stone, which has capacity to carry grand soul, will keep petty soul. So it's a waste of money and a waste of productivity. Use the cheapest possible stones. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed my commentary and the help with smithing and enchantment, and I want to see you next time. Go ahead, if you liked the video, enjoyed the commentary, go ahead, like, subscribe and share with your friends. It was great having you here. Have a great time with Skyrim, have a great time with other games, have a great time in your life, and have a good day. Bye bye.